Welcome, this is Mr. Anderson, and this is our Chapter 8, Rational Expression Review. And I'm going to cover in this video problem number 19 and 20. Here again, we have to solve the equation. It says using any method. All right, the strategy I'm going to use here is to combine these two fractions to make one fraction, adding those two fractions, and then cross-multiplying and solving that way, and see how that goes. All right, so first I have to add these two fractions, so I need a least common multiple. I need a common denominator, which is going to be the least common multiple. And as you have seen earlier, our least common multiple is going to be 5x, right? Write down all the factors of this denominator, and then write down the factors that are not represented yet in the least common multiple from this denominator here. So we have just x here, and then we need the 5 represented as well. So this side over here, in order to make that least common multiple of 5x, make that common denominator, 5x, I've got to multiply this side by 5 over 5. All right, now I'm able to just add the numerators. All right, because I have common denominator. So I've got 5 plus 3, so that's 8. 8 over 5x, and this equals 4 over 5. All right, and cross multiply. 8 times 5, that's 40, equals 5x times 4, which is 20x. All right. And this works out easy enough. Divide by 20, get the x all by itself, and we see that x equals 2. All right, so there is our possible solution, but we need to check for extraneous solutions. So that means we got to plug it back into the original equation and see if both sides of the equation are equal to each other. All right, so I'm plugging in 2. I've got 1 over 2 plus 3 over 5 times 2. Wherever we see an x, plug in a 2, and this should equal 4 over 5. If not, then this solution is no good. All right, so I've got 1/2 plus 3 over 10. Does this equal 4/5? All right, well, again, here I need a common denominator. All right, so let's multiply this by 5 over 5. All right, now I've got 10 here, 10 here. I can add these denominators, or add the numerators. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 5. Does that equal? 4 over 5? Well, yes, of course. Oops, 8 over 10. All right, 8 over 10. Does that equal 4 over 5? Yes, of course it does. All right, divide top and bottom by 2, and we see that equals 4 over 5. All right, so that checks out. That's good to go. That means our solution is good. X equals 2. All right, let's take a look at problem number 21. All right, same idea here. I'm going to combine these two expressions over here, these two terms, and then just cross multiply and see what I have. Okay, so I've got over on this side I got x over x plus 1, and I want to combine this. All right, well, let's just throw this over 1. Now I want to keep with the same strategy of cross multiplying here. All right, so I need a common denominator. The common denominator is going to be x plus 1. So that means that I have to multiply this over here. I'm going to try and squeeze this in. X plus 1 over x plus 1 plus 1. All right, so now I have the common denominators. This says x plus 1, this says x plus 1. I'm free to subtract the numerators. All right, so I'll distribute this right here. I've got 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2, and then subtract 2x minus 2x. So I've got x over x plus 1 equals 2x plus 2 minus 2x. So this is just 2 over x plus 1. All right, now this is interesting because I have x plus 1 on this side, x plus 1 on this side. And I guess I'm going to change it up just a little bit because I really don't want to cross multiply since I have the same denominators. The numerators also must be equal. And to show that, I'm going to move this x plus 1 over to the other side. I'm dividing by x plus 1. So rather than cross multiplying, I'm really just going to move this over to the other side. All right, so I'm really multiplying by x plus 1 on each side. That's going to give me x plus 1 times x over on this side and x plus 1 on the bottom, the denominator. And this I just have 2 over 1, or 2. Well, the x plus 1 over x plus 1, those cancel out. And that leaves me with x equals 2. All right, so there's my possible solution. Of course, I need to check for extraneous solutions. So I will plug it back into the original equation. So 2 is my possible answer. Everywhere I see an x, I need to put a 2 instead. So 2 over 2 plus 1 equals 2 minus 2 times 2 over 2 plus 1. Okay, so I've got 2 over 3, and what I'm checking, I'm seeing, do these two sides of the equation equal each other? All right, does 2/3 equal, and I'm going to have to subtract these, so I want a common denominator of 3. This is 2 over 1. I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3. So 6/3 is the same thing as 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. All right, so that makes sense. Minus 4/3. All right, so 2/3, and this is, I have common denominator of 3. 6 minus 4 is 2. So this is, in fact, 2/3. 6 minus 4 is 2, and common denominator of 3. So 2/3 equals 2/3. This checks out. My answer is good to go. All right, and then we'll check a bonus question for the next video. All right, hope this video was helpful.